Hi and welcome back. Another video over here. This is chapter 5. I'm gonna call this chapter 5. Have you seen my lead? Yeah, very strange, but we'll come to why I've called it that in a second. So, one of the many care homes that I worked in was one not far from Preston. It was actually more Leyland. Yeah, where's Leyland on the map, eh? So we're on the M6. Yeah, Leyland. It's somewhere here. Let's not get into it. But anyway, it was Leyland where it was working. So I can remember this quite fondly of a place to be working in. So we'll start with my first shift. I was driving by then. I had my little red Astra, and something that was a staple of my breakfast when I was doing early mornings in care, because of all the service stations on the motorway, I always looked for one with a McDonald's. Now, I actually didn't go to the service stations to get me McDonald's. I went to one in the city centre. For the life of me, I couldn't bloody find it. But I found it in the end. I probably got a muffin, but I can't remember rightly, with a frappe. I remember this frappe. Yeah, I got a frappe because it ended up all over me, but that's to come. So in this Astra, I didn't have any cup holders. There was no cup holders whatsoever. No, definitely no cup holders. So what I used to do is put it on my dash. Used to put it on my dash. I did have a drinks holder which I bought off probably eBay. You know, one of them ones that just slides into the the blower. So I had one, but these frappe cups just wouldn't fit in it. So it was on the side. Anyway, on my way, find the care home, just pulling into the parking space. This friggin' frappe falls. It falls off the dash. I tried to pick it up dead fast, bear in mind I got the steering wheel, so went like that and like nudged the steering wheel, clipped the fucking wing mirror on a branch, ended up ripping my wing mirror off. It was a nightmare, absolute friggin' nightmare. So I was in a bit of a pissy mood already with everything that had gone on. So I got to this care home. Once again, don't know what's going on. Have a guess. Adults with autism, but they weren't really adults. These were teenagers. Um, so I got in there, and they were all still in bed. So I said, "Okay, what do you want me to do?" So they took me upstairs, and they put me outside 2 bedrooms. They went, "Just sit there till you wake up." And I'm like, "Okay." So I'm sitting there, got my phone in my hand, playing on my phone. I must have been sitting there a good 3-4 hours before anyone even come out the rooms. But anyway, it started to get busy. This was my first experience with taking them out for the day. When I say taking them out for the day, I mean, you know, for long periods of time. Like in one of the homes I was in, I took the child, it really wasn't a child, I took the adult to the pictures. I think it was Fury, but I can't remember. Probably wasn't. It was some war movie, but for the life of me, it seems to be missing my mind. But we were going out for the day, and there was one lad. He was built, absolute built. We already been told he was quite violent, and we got asked to take him for a walk. But the thing with him, it wasn't by ourselves. He was 2 to 1. We were just about to take him out. Bear in mind, we're both agency, me and this other lad were agency. He went, "Have you got his lead?" And the fella that said this, I'd been talking to him most of the day. He was quite sound. I could have a laugh at him, and I went, "Fuck off." He said, "No, he's got a lead." And I'm like, are you messing? He said, no, I promise you he's got a lead. So we found this lead. I'm looking at the other lads who I'm working with him, like, how do we put this lead on him? You know, do we put it round his wrist? Do we put it round his neck? Because I felt really uneasy putting, you know, anything round his neck. So I had to call this other fella back and said, what do we do with the lead? He's laughing. So he says, where's his backpack? I said, what backpack? So he goes up to the room, he finds this lad's backpack, puts it on, as you can imagine, shoulders, but it had 2 clips round the stomach, 2 clips, just your normal clips that are like, you know, you can't explain what they are. And there was a hook on the back of the bag, like a D-ring, you know, like what rock climbers use, and that's what we attached the lead to. It wasn't a very long lead, but it had quite a big circle, if that makes sense. It was, I'd say it was about that big. We got told to both of us wrap it round our hands. So if you tried to, you know, do a runner, both of us had to like use it to restrain him. I'm so sorry with all these yawns. It's getting on for me now. It's bloody hell. It's 10 to midnight. So we're taking him for a walk, and zips open on this bag. So I'm like, let's stop a minute. Let's do this zip up so nothing falls out. And I noticed as I was zipping up, there was cards in there, not playing cards, like business cards. Friggin' hell are these business cards? So we'd take a look at one of these business cards, and it had the care home address, a phone number, and on the back it had the, it just said, hi, my name is such and such, I'm in this care home, please excuse me, any problems, please phone the number on the back. We didn't even get told this, but when I got back and got him back okay, we never got run over, he never done a runner. So to me, that's a good job. So I queried these cards, and they went, yeah, because he damages stuff. And I said, what do you mean he damages stuff? Well, you could go past the card and just volley it. And I'm like, are you messing? He went, no, that's what these cards are for. He said it happened once, and the fella got out the car. He battered the kid. He really battered the teenager. And I was thinking to myself, probably very easily done if you're not thinking, and all of a sudden someone just comes over and boots your car, you'd get really agitated. This place who we worked, it was quite a funny one as well. There was a lady working there, so the lady that introduced me to Carly, her name was, she used to work for Hamilton Man, and she had this girl, I'm going to say she was a lesbian that worked there, but she lived with Carly, and she really fancied Carly, and it turns out she was like a proper little psycho, stalking her and all that. I met her a few times working there. She was very lovely. She didn't seem that psychopathy, but anyway, yeah, that was my experience in this care home. It was great because in the evening we used to get in a 16-seater minibus, and there was about 10 of us that used to go out. We used to take the teenagers out. If it weren't bowling, it was something similar. It was just a great experience. It was getting fun for me doing this stuff. I did really enjoy it. There was 2 people who we didn't meet that were in this care home, and they were kept on a separate wing which no one could go into unless you had specific restraint training. But that was they made them out to be like monsters, but we never knew because we never met them. Like I said, they were separated away from everybody. They had their own kitchen, the toilet, the bedrooms, living area. I was working in this place once, and there was a big lad. This wasn't him, but he was violent enough by himself. He used to push couches, sofas, big, heavy duty, specially made sofas. He used to push them and try and trap the staff against windows or doors or walls, and he tried that with me. I weren't as fat as I am today, like I was a bit more looked after myself a bit better. And he tried it with me, lucky enough, I bloody just made it out the way before he could trap me behind this sofa. It was a great place to work, I'll be honest with you. I would have went back there any time in a heartbeat. Probably worked there for about 6 months altogether, on and off. Yeah, that's my story in this place. Right, thanks for watching as usual. If you like what I do, give me the thumbs up. If you're not already, please subscribe. If you want to support me and my channel, click the thank you button on the bottom. Right, have a great evening. Speak to you soon.